just having a smooth moment there with Smooth Radio. I haven't done a video for a while because the weather's not been great to do it in the garden, so this year we made the radio garden and put the table out here, and we were supposed to do more with the patio. It's just not been the weather, and I can't do it in the midweek because I'm at work. So yeah, so sorry for the delay of videos. It's been a few weeks. So I bet you're asking, or you're not asking, what's going on the old radio. Found this. Hang on, let me grab me a cup of tea. I found this. Where did I find this? Christ, where did I find this? Oh, I found this in a recycle on in Morecambe. It's quite a nice little thing. It is. It's a Panasonic. It's definitely early 90s because if you look on the dial, it's got Radio Luxembourg on it. So that kind of disappeared. Was it about 92? So it's early 90s. And what's unusual about it is it's got a CD line in. So in the 80s we were all still had like using cassettes a lot. So you used to have like your little what do you call it? Your little Walkman with your cassette. You used to record the top 40 and then listen to it when you're walking around town or at school. But yeah, by the 90s you could get CD players, and instead of buying a whole hi-fi, you could buy a CD separate. You could buy them quite cheap by the 90s, and basically just plug it into there, and it would add to your little stereo. And obviously the CD Walkman started coming out, so that was like the cassettes, but it had a CD in it. So a lot of some teenagers started getting that, like mid 90s. Quite expensive, but you could plug that into it as well. So yeah, what's happening on medium wave? Well, we've actually, the fair's in, so you might hear a bit of happy hardcore banging in the background every now and then. Fair's in. Scream if you want to go faster. We've kind of got a new radio station, but we've not. So Manx Radio stopped broadcasting their normal channel, which is for the Manx station, and it was 60 years old. Was it last week? So to celebrate being 60 years old and to extend their services, they started Manx Radio Gold. So on 1368, it now broadcasts a gold station. So it's like non-stop oldie hits. It goes from it goes from the 60s to the 90s. It's got a breakfast DJ, but the rest of it's continuous music, and it's using old jingles that Manx Radio's used since the 60s, 70s, 80s, which is good because we were was losing anything that was playing on music on medium wave, and it's good that you can get something on medium wave in the car now, which is playing music. So we're in Lancaster, we can get it quite well in Lancaster. In the car it kind of disappears about Macclesfield way, Cheshire, but then late at night it's still quite you can listen to it quite easily in the Midlands, so it's actually getting out quite well, and it's playing some interesting, it's playing some stuff I really don't like, but it's playing some interesting 60s tunes, which is great. I could do without the 90s, I lived through that. I'm happy with a bit of 60s and a bit of early 90s, but mid 90s, oh God, please take me away. I heard too much of it. Can you hear the fair? He's a great guy. He's right on his ones and twos. Yeah, he's good. He's good on his microphone. So I'll show you Manx Radio Gold. So I think have I got it? There you go. So it's on 1368. So we've got 1300 marked on there. So we just go past after that. We should get it. Bit of Mr. Blue Sky. after they've closed a lot of things down, there's not a lot on medium wave in the day. At night you get a little bit more. You'll get some Spanish stations and some Polish stations, but for the UK there's not a hell of a lot. But it is useful, still useful for one thing. It's useful for sport. So everyone's out watching the football, hoping we'll win. Is it, how many years of hurt is it? I can't remember now. So they actually, watching and listening to football. So if you can't be in the pub watching it on the TV screen, I mean, you're having trouble getting it. The best way to get it is on DAB, because you've got TalkSport and 5 Live on there. But DAB doesn't get everywhere if you live in the grim north. Obviously you can get it on your phone, but obviously you haven't always got a phone, or sometimes your battery's dead. So if you're in the car, a great way to listen to it is on medium wave. In your car, in older cars it would be registered as medium wave. In slightly newer ones, they've taken long wave off, so they've just called it AM. So if you flick through your buttons, you probably get FM, FM2. So they've done that, so you've got more presets to set your best stations in, and then it'll go to AM. And the 5 Live's the best one to listen to because they're the strongest signals, and they bounce from different areas. Up here we're on 693, so let's go down here, let's have a look. Here we go. So it says 600 at the bottom here, so it should be a bit further up there.
3 seconds the gap now between himself and Verstappen.
There it is. I think it's the Formula 1, and that's the best signal in North Lancashire, because that transmitters in Barrow Furnace. And the other one, so 693, remember that. The other frequency to remember for 5 Live is 909. If you're near Manchester way, that's the one to use. Up here we kind of get an echo effect.
I'll
show you.
Store lunch, where lots of our produce is locally sourced. Our trained baristas serve expertly prepared.
That's Dale's radio.
Amazing range of cakes.
So, just down from that. There you go. Remember, medium wave doesn't use the FM area. It uses the internal rod inside, so sometimes you have to move the radio to balance it for the best signal. So there you go.
Running out for Max Verstappen. Has Lewis Hamilton done all he can?
So I've moved it that way, and obviously the signal's a lot better. The signal's a lot better. But we kind of get a kind of echoey effect on
Hamilton enough.
we get an echo effect on 909. I seem to, when I was in Derbyshire, it happened now as well. And I think there's one in Manchester and there's one in Northern Ireland, and they're similar kind of, they're getting to us at a similar strength, so it's slightly echoey. So 693 is definitely the one to listen to up in Lancashire, and probably Cumbria really, I think. Yeah, a lot of the areas in Cumbria are the same. You can actually go to TalkSport, and that's on the old Radio 1 frequency. So let's go there. So they're on 153 or 189. If we go up here. So this says 1000, so if I just go above that, I should get them both. There's one, and I think that's 1053. There's one there. As you see, they're a lot weaker than the 5 Live ones, because they're from the Rupert Murdoch group, and they're still on medium wave, but to cut the cost, they lowered how much power they were using on the transmitters, lowered them down, just to save money basically, so they don't get out as well. So around here it's probably better 5 Live, but some areas it'll be totally different. So 1053, 1089 for TalkSport. So you never have to miss the football if modern technology has failed you. So just thought I'd show you that. There's no point going on shortwave at the moment because we've had sunspots and things like that, and the reception's been pretty grim. Later on tonight it should be okay, so I might have a twizzle around then. But yeah, just thought I'd do a quick one. And the other thing, I nearly forgot then, what do you call it, Ofcom, which is the authority that kind of allocates and runs radio and television frequencies. They've decided to approve that medium wave stations can broadcast on a wider bandwidth that makes the sound better. On new radios, their technology probably won't catch this change, but on old radios it'll make a big difference. So at the moment they can only transmit in a 6 kilohertz wide, and that's because if there's a station next to it, or a long time ago there was lots of stations in Europe which were next to it, and at night they were trying to make sure they didn't interfere with each other. And a lot of them is gone now, so they've said that you can broadcast in 9 kilohertz. So I think 2 of the Asian stations have applied for that difference. I haven't heard Radio Caroline has, but someone said that Radio Caroline's transmitter might not be capable of it, but hopefully, fingers crossed, they will apply for it and it'd be useful to them. And I don't know what Manx Radio is doing. Their audio is quite good. Oh, we've got to call it Manx Radio Gold now, haven't we? Their audio is quite good anyway, but any improvement would be brilliant. So that's enough for today, I think. Just a bit of a catch up. Yeah, like and subscribe, that kind of stuff. And hopefully see you next week. If the weather's this good, I might do another. Yeah, I'll do another video in the back garden. And that's, yeah. Can't think of anything else. Oh yeah, and for you garden lovers, we've got lots of birds in the garden. What do you call it? I think they're eating me out of house and home. I think I'm buying more in season. I'm actually buying from my own food now. We've had some lovely birds in here in the tree. I might show you. We had to cut it down a little bit because it was getting in the flower beds. But yeah, we've had lots of birds in the tree there. You can hear them actually. They decided to go quiet now. Now I introduce them. They're shy. Okay, see you later. Bye now.